Hi cats, I just wanted to do a quick video of lid trimming. So we talked the other day about leaving the pots on the bat, and so I have not cut this off yet, and I am right now, I'm at nice leather hard. I'm not leaving fingerprints, right? But I still have a little bit of tackiness, not in the edges, but in the thick spots. So I'm going to, I've gone through a few of the lid options that I have. This was that first one that I threw when you guys were in here, remember, and it was a little bit small. And so I was like, yeah, maybe not that one. So I made another one. And then here is the small bowl that I did, and this is a very nice fit. So I'll be trimming that one. And this second one that I threw is a very nice fit, and I also like how it looks. But you'll notice that the untrimmed portion here makes it difficult for it to drop in. But if I flip it over and I put the knob inside, then it does fit. Now, fortunately, I have left this on the bat so I can trim it in place. So all I have to do is flip that lid, so long as it fits nicely, and it should be fine, centered on the form that is already attached to the bat. So there we go, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to need to trim some of this weight off here, but more importantly, I need to trim this portion so that it fits inside the gallery, which it does not do right now. So I'm going to just take, I'm going to use only the standard trimming tool so that you can see how that works. I'm going to make sure that my trimming tool is clean so that I don't leave boogers all over. There we go. Okay, and unlike when we trim a bowl where we don't want to come in from the outside, I don't know that I have enough clay here to be able to just drop down, so I'm going to come from the outside and trim this clay away. Okay, there's a really nice video on your blackboard of Adam Field doing some really lovely fancy things with the trimmed lid. He trims some nice design work into it. Now I want to be very careful here that I don't trim, hopefully you can see, I'll grab a needle tool so I can point better. I don't want to trim this part right next to the rim. I want to only trim the portion that is going to go inside of the gallery. So leave the flange of the lid alone. Okay, now coming in a little more. There. That should be enough so that the form fits into the gallery, that it gets past the gallery. And it does, ta-da! But my trimming isn't done, right? I still have quite a bit of extra weight here. Plus, when you think about thickness, you know, there's a lot of thickness from the base into the neck of that lid. So I want to trim kind of into the, you know, if you look at this in profile, I want to trim into the center of the stem of that knob, so that this in here isn't too thick. Okay, and then I can also, remember we talked about piercing, and because my knob is inflated, I have to make sure that it is pierced. But if I can round into that, then I lose some of that thickness and consequently will hopefully prevent any S-cracking. It's just like things off the hump. There is a tendency for lids at that, where the base meets, there's a tendency for there to be some S-cracking in there. So I want to prevent that. All right, gonna start now in the center. I'm gonna go down into that stem. And it's okay to have a little extra weight at the in this bottom of the into the bottom of that lid on account of that helps to keep it seated firmly. So I'm okay with a little bit of extra there. There we go. All right, now I'm going to round this out so I have kind of an attractive base. There we go, looking good. And again, please remember, and I have posted a number of videos on Blackboard for you, but these do not have to be thrown. I'm only showing this to you all because this is a very standard, you know, kind of historic lid method. I think it's valuable because it's pretty time efficient. And it's just part of the potter's toolbox to know how to do these things. But if you have found that hand building is your absolute preference, then go with that, and I will help you with those things. And there are videos posted about those techniques. The issue is that there are just really countless techniques for hand building lids. It's less standardized. This is a pretty standardized throwing technique. There we go. I'm smoothing with my finger just to get the tool lines out. There we go. You know that when I look at my form, it's pretty sharp here. So I'm going to sharpen up these lines so that it has more of a relationship with the outside of the form. Doesn't really matter because it's not going to show, but you know, as an artist and craftsman, you want to make decisions that make sense. Okay, so I'm using the sharper form here, getting that done. Okay, and now I'm going to sharpen this up here so that that looks good. There we go. That kind of has that same contour line as this has. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I am going to pierce this to see how much room I have. Ooh, not very much. It's kind of fun when you pierce that. If you have an inflated knob, you can hear it go poof, which it just did, which is nice. So, okay, now we're gonna lift this out, smooth that rim a little bit. That's how that looks, right? I've got that concave curve there. I've got a concave curve here. I'm gonna drop that little guy in, and we've got fit. Yeah. All right. Hope you have a good day. See you later. That's kind of scary with my face right up there. All right. Bye, guys.